We're back with more right here on Pittsburgh CW, Allegheny Health Network Nightly Sports Call on the Bordas Bordas Hotline. Bob Pompiani, Gene Collier, and right now we're joined by Ken in Greensburg. Ken, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Oh, hi, Bob. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Well, I just can't imagine how Rivera's not on the All-Star team. I mean, he's absolutely lights out. It's just mind-boggling he's not on the team.
I agree.
I mean, I think he's absolutely the best ball player on the team. And also want to comment that Gene is absolutely right about Marte. I can't imagine any fan rooting for Marte. I think it's going to be a negative impact, and I can't imagine taking any father taking their son and rooting for Marte. That's all I have to say.
Thanks, Ken. Gene, what do you think the reaction will be when he's announced for the first time?
I think it'll be mixed. I think it'll be a lot cooler in Pittsburgh than it would be in a lot of places. Just such a selfish act. But we'll wait and see. I mean, generally these guys do pretty well after it, unless they've been a real jerk during the whole process, somebody like A-Rod or Ryan Braun. Otherwise, people forgive this pretty quickly.
Bill in Greensburg is up next on the Sports Call. Hello, Bill.
Hi, Bob and Gene. How are you guys?
We're good.
How are you?
Thanks.
A couple of real quick comments. First thing you'll probably see with Marte, he probably will have shrunk. I remember when Sammy Sosa got off the juice and then he played one more year. I think he had 7 home runs. He looked like a little kid when he come up to the plate.
It was pretty drastic. You're right. I remember that.
But the point I wanted to make is that, you know, this talk of trading McCutchen, number one, you don't know how Marte is going to be when he gets back. So if you can imagine if he doesn't play well and you trade McCutchen, who in God's name do you have to play center and left field? And then the second point I wanted to make is they lost 250,000 in attendance last year, and they're over 100,000 behind this year. If they trade McCutchen, and I think they know this, I mean, Katie Boy, the Doors, there'll be another 300,000 down. I want to hear your
well, here's
comment.
I think that's a good scenario you paint there, and the narrative has certainly changed, Gene. Not too long ago, it was get rid of him. Pirates tried aggressively to do that. They couldn't come up with a trade partner that they wanted. I don't see them changing their direction here, and by that I mean I don't see them giving him a long-term deal for $20 million plus. I just don't see that. Do you?
No, I don't see that yet, but I do think he may have changed their opinion of him in the last month and a half. And yeah, of course, he's still signed for next year, so it'll be interesting. I don't pretend to know which way it's going to go. If it were me, I would hold on to him, and I would hold on to Cole too, partly for what the caller has so astutely said. If one or both of those guys go, who are you going to market? Not Starling Marte.
No, and you're right. And because Austin Meadows is not having a good year, not ready, injured, all of a sudden now the person you thought would be here to replace McCutchen after he was traded is not ready to play. And who's to say that Polanco's troubles won't continue?
Yeah,
he's not had a good season. I realize it's only year 2, Gene, but at the same time, you're not guaranteed of anything. So if that plays into McCutchen's hand, again, if you're the Pirates, you can keep him. It's a club option for 1 more year. But the longer that goes, the closer you come to losing him for nothing except compensatory picks. I don't think they're going to go in that direction, do you?
Well, you know, it wouldn't surprise me, Bob.
Nothing and just get
no,
picks.
I don't think it'll come to that. You know, but you know, if he had a good rest of this season and a good year next year, they would have to figure out a way to pay him. I mean, I don't think he's going to get $25 million, but you know, he might take. He might be a player who would give Pittsburgh a bit of a discount.
I don't know about that. I think after what happened last year, I don't think there will be any discounts at all. And his numbers, if they continue to trend the way they're going, he's going to end up with as many home runs and RBIs as he's ever had. So. Anyway, we got this on Twitter, Gene. It's from Kyle, who says, just for your information, Heredia is a reliever in Altoona. Has shown some progress from the pen, but he's been hurt a lot. So, in other words, that's another guy. I remember when everyone was making it sound like he was a big guy, left-hand pitcher coming up, and it just hasn't happened. We're due for a break. We'll take it and return right after this.